This is horror author Chris Kasarch. This is actually my first time doing a video book review, so bear with me if I'm a little rusty. This is my first time doing this, but I thought of no better way than to kick off my first YouTube video, which I'm planning on doing more of these in the future, maybe even some readings of my own stuff. I thought no better book than one that came out a little over a month ago by one of my favorite authors, and that is The Raven from Jonathan Janz. Now, if you're one of the few people out there who's not heard of Jonathan Janz, as one of my favorite authors, Brian Keene, likes to say, you need to un-F that. Janz has been around for a while. He's got, probably about a dozen books out, and this is his latest from Flame Tree Press. It's marketed as a post-apocalyptic thriller, and even at Barnes & Noble, I think they classify it as fantasy, which kind of annoys me, but it is a horror novel. And for a post-apocalyptic book, and one of the things that I love about what Jonathan Janz does is every one of his books is something a little different in the horror genre. I mean, he's done mythological horror with The Sorrows and Castle of Sorrows. He's got a vampire western with Dust Devils, kind of a Lehman-esque splatterpunk horror novel with Savage Species, a coming-of-age horror novel with Children of the Dark, and I could go on and on. And this one is his first ever post-apocalyptic, and what's really awesome about this book is it dives right into the action, because a lot of these sort of end-of-the-world post-apocalyptic horror novels can be kind of like book stops, they're huge. This one is not quite 300 pages. It moves along really quickly, and you're thrust right into this world that he's created. And this is going to be a spoiler-free review. Just going to talk about a few things. The main character, the protagonist in the book, is Des McLean, and he's kind of lost everything. And when you're introduced to him, he's kind of struggling to survive. And you're kind of as he's searching for a woman that he loves, unsure if she's still alive in this world gone mad, he comes across a few characters, some of which may be allies, some of which are definitely not allies. And by the end of the book, there's definitely room for more. In fact, if you follow Jonathan on social media, and he's extremely fan-friendly, he's definitely clued us in that there's going to be a sequel called Blood Country, which sounds amazing. So needless to say, like I said, don't want to, because I think we all kind of hate when we read reviews or watch reviews on YouTube where they give away a lot. Needless to say, this is definitely a horror novel. There's lots of monsters in it. There's lots of action. It's a non-stop read, and it's definitely one of my favorite reads. Not just because Janz is one of my favorite authors, but definitely one of my favorite reads that I've read this year. So if you've not heard of Jonathan Janz, you definitely need to go out there and buy all of his books, and definitely pick up The Raven, and you'll definitely enjoy it. All right, thanks. Until next time, take care.